Greetings everyone. It is El of Elohim, aka Light. How you guys are doing today? I know you guys are doing great. A few things I want to address here. Importantly, the separation, the great separations within one's mind. Heaven and hell are both concepts that both exist on this realm right now. They do not exist, they're not a physical place, yet it is literally a state of mind. By it being a state of mind, you have to recognize what you feed your mind, as in, do not feed your mind negative thoughts, as in deaf culture music, deaf culture television show, TV that talks about negative things and drugs, sex, and alcohol, low vibrational things. It'll keep your mind in a it will just keep your mind in a dead state of mind. You won't be able to rise up in frequency and consciousness. And the problem with that is, when you're in that type of state of mind, you're grounded to your root chakra, living off survival. So when you're living off survival, you could barely think 6 seconds to 30 seconds of time, like answering a basic question. You think of survival, you will react, not think. And when people, places, and things, when you're in certain situations, or the devil, they want to call it, when he presents you with certain opportunities, instead of you think about it rationally, you think with your lower self and just think about survival. And that's ultimately what they want us all to be in. They all want us to be in a survival state of mind. They all want us to be sad and hopeless so they could be able to control us. Nonetheless, full stop. Nonetheless, now that we know this, knowing is half the battle. So we are no longer sad and hopeless people. We are happy, joyful, and considerate people. We stand by our morals, and we are going to appreciate our morals and our family members and live towards life. Everything I've just said has come to pass and is now coming into existence. Ashe, full stop. We literally have to change the way we speak in order for us to raise ourselves out this frequency. I was thinking, due to the birth certificate spell that we all placed ourselves under at birth, or our parents placed us at birth, we literally are all born into this sin that they created using the Bible. And ultimately, we're literally all born into a secret society. They just never mention it. Those who have more power within these secret societies of religion, because that's what it all comes down to, religion, those who admit it openly, but yet in their closed groups, that they have more power. These are the reasons why the internet was created. The internet was created to hide information. And these things are somehow public on the internet. They call it the dark web, the things that goes on the internet, even videos where you see people running on the train, jumping on people, harming each other, or you see guys walking in direct path of a famous TikToker or YouTuber roller skating or something like that. These are all initiation rituals, and these initiation rituals, because where our attention goes, attention flows. We see these things, and if we do not comment upon it to negate it, it now becomes part of our reality. This is why I chose to totally delete all my social media accounts. I kept my YouTube account, but I'm not going to show my face or anything like that anymore, because I know how energy vampirism works, and I do not consent to any type of energy siphoning of my vitality and energy, period. Okay, cool. So, knowing this, it is best that we call our power back, call our energy back, and acknowledge the fact that, hey, maybe we are part of a secret society that wants to keep us blind and confused, and we need to break ourselves out of it. When I look at certain cultures around the world, certain cultures of people, certain cultures around the world promote a certain type of deaf culture. I'm not saying everyone is in on it, but at this point in time, it's obvious that certain cultures, a large group of people are literally in on it, and they promote this death culture because the religion spell. Let's break down the word religion. Means to redo. Legion means an army of 6,000 to 10,000 dead souls. So we have a group of people, religion, that created a culture or created a race of people, made them worship death, and now these religious spirits that's already dead is literally using this group of people to conquer the world through death tactics, as in slowly killing people away spiritually without them even realizing it. Slowly taking away people's morals. When you do things against your own morals, you slowly killing yourself. When you literally buy things, you give away a piece of your energy to the entities who don't have a soul, so they are literally siphoning your energy. For instance, say you go to the store and you buy a video game. The person or the owner of the store doesn't have a soul. Literally, they do not have a soul. Yet they look like they're a regular person. Nonetheless, once you buy the video game, your energy goes into the money because it's a form of exchange that we all agreed upon on a mass collective scale. The energy goes into the money. Your money or energy now goes to the individual. They take a piece of you and you get a materialistic value. That's why we don't cling on to the materialistic value of things after we purchase it. Have you ever noticed that? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have noticed this. And that's why they always want us to continuously buy. Even when we say goodbye to each other, what does goodbye mean? It means goodbye, like go buy something good. Literally, the way we speak is keeping us in this hell state of mind, and we need to change the way we speak to rise up from this hellish state of mind. So remember, those who focus on death culture music and the negative, they're going to stay in the state of hell. Those who focus on positive vibrations and thoughts, they are going to be in a state of heaven, and they are going to be guided by the ancestors, their spiritual team, those who came before them and those who will come after them as well. They'll continuously protect them and surround them in a blanket of light. Now, those who focus on sex, it creates how can I say this? It creates an immoral energy, and eventually it'll lead people to wanting to have sex with the same sex because everything is immoral and they cannot see these things because it's their focus. It's the pleasure focus. And eventually when you do things that is immoral against your character, against life, character in general, you then get put in the worst situation that's like hell, but a kind of a different negative version of hell. Still hell, but a lot more immoral. The enemy or whoever control this hell, they want us to live an immoral life. They trick us, they steal from us, siphon from us. The government already admit witches and warlocks exist, meaning if the government admit it, that means if the U.S. government admit that witches and warlocks exist, that means the U.S. government utilize witches and warlocks in today's society. And knowing is half the battle. So any witches and warlocks that is utilized against me, my ancestors and my spiritual team will reverse the energy right back to you guys. And everything I said has come into existence, therefore it has came to pass, and this is what's going to fucking happen. Ashe, full stop. I wanted to call out a specific entity named Brian. I don't know if Brian was my previous soul last name. I don't know what type of trickery y'all did to this individual to have him lose his soul, but I call my soul, essence, energy back from you, Brian, aka the devil. We had a conversation before. He was wearing a red suit, a black shirt, and a tie. And it was a very vivid dream. And then I was placed outside this place and I saw beautiful clouds, shocking color, beautiful clouds. And a woman appeared. She was a Palladian entity who appeared to look like a angel, but I knew she was deceiving me. And I was like, hey, let go of the stone, because that's where I was inside of the stone. And this Brian entity was inside of the stone, like a older gentleman, Mexican looking. And I said, hey, let go of the stone. And you didn't want to let go of the stone. And we didn't get into a confrontation, but I grabbed the stone and he did not want to let it go. And then I remembered, oh, I called my ancestors from inside the stone, and they came out and they chopped the Palladian woman hands off, completely off. The reason I bring this up because I went to a smoke shop a long time ago, probably sometime last year, and it was when I bought this piece of candy, 2 candy bars that was poisoned. They were literally poisoned, and I ate them right when it was the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse happened during the day. Weird stuff, and I ate them, and the poison took effect. But yet, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I went back to the shop. The person I bought it from, this Slovakian type of entity, which was a Palladian from Russia, she looked at me confused, like, how is he still alive? I bring this up because I am free. Freedom is happiness. Happiness is a state of mind. Yet, I'm not truly free until all my people are free. So, Brian and all you other negative entities who have my people trapped under religion, let my people go. It's that simple. A matter of fact, all of you have let my people go. Period. There's nothing y'all can do about it. My people are now free from your bondage. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Right on time. My people are now free from y'all bondage. Y'all no longer have any control of my people. They woke up to the religious spells and they rebuke all that shit and return it back to sender. Ashe. They are not going to be living in the state of death, this ignorance, this immoral lifestyles of getting married but still cheating on each other. No, they're not going to be living any of this stuff anymore. Period. And everything I've said has come to pass and is now done. And it's been woven into existence itself. Ashe, full stop. Yeah, I just had to say that. I had to say that simply because the religious spells, these immoral spells, it's not people's fault that these things are happening to them. You guys are manipulating people's free will and saying that free will is a choice, or saying free will exists, and that's technically, I'm not going to say it's not true, because all these things were in the past. Now free will is definitely true, and people have their free will, and people are choosing to use their free will to get away from this religious ignorance that keep them in bondage. The true purpose of this video was that tomorrow is the portal day. And because tomorrow is the portal day, I must now release this information so it could be woven into reality, so the separation could happen. Those who want to worship death will be separated, and those who want to worship life will also be separated. That's it. and those who continue to worship death. And if those who want to worship life that's trapped in death, I have no idea what happened, but hopefully they could move over from death to life. And those who want to worship death that's in life, they'll just switch sides. But I don't want this switching of the sides to happen back and forth, back and forth. It's either one or the other, and let's just go from there, period. At the same time, I will speak to the council of my ancestors, my spiritual team, and living beings on this realm as well about how we should make this all happen together as a collective. As a collective. That's about it. That's literally about it. You guys have a great one. Take care. Continue to worship life and continue to worship each other and uplift each other and invigorate the energy of your ancestors, your spiritual team, and the gods and goddesses who came before you. Not just one, because the religious God, Jesus, I'm not saying he never existed. I know Yahshua existed, but I did know there is an entity they call Jesus, aka Caesar Borgia, who has people trapped under a death spell, and a group of people that worship the Dies de Mortis. It keeps people under a death spell, and it's a family thing, a religious family thing. So unless you're part of them, they look at you as the enemy, which isn't right. I used to think like that, but now I see everybody as one. Yet I do see people as life and death. And we need to separate this life and death. Life no longer wants to date death. Death should date death. Life should date life. Not lice to that entity. That's a specific message to that one entity that called my phone and said, "Hey, is your name Lice?" and laughed at me. That laughter. I know who you are. I call my power back. Everything is siphoned. And you no longer have any power over me. None of you have any power over me. And what I've said has come to pass, and it's now come into existence. Full stop.